Hello everyone, welcome to Just the Gearhead. In today's episode, we're going to be putting seats in the 77th century. Try saying that 3 times fast. Stay tuned. Alright, like I said, today we're going to be putting some seats into the 1977 Buick Century. These are not going to be the final seats for this car. I just found these ones at Pick and Pull about a week ago, I think. And Talina gave them a quick clean with the upholstery cleaner. They turned out pretty decent. Not great, but pretty decent. And they'll suit the car a little bit better than those other seats that are in it. And I think I can mount these ones a little easier and won't have quite the problem of the leaning the passenger side all the way over and stuff. So anyways, we'll get to it. These are the seats. I don't remember what they came out of. I think it was a Toyota sedan of some sort. They were pretty decent condition because they had seat covers on them, so they weren't completely destroyed. They were a little beat up and have a little bit of staining, rub marks there, a little worn there. But yeah, I think they'll work pretty good. Now, the other seats were kind of mounted in here funny. If you watched the last video, you'd see that they had weird metal blocks and stuff, and the passenger side was leaning this way, and the driver's side was kind of twisted, one that wasn't in straight. So yeah, we're going to see if we can't get these ones in a little bit better. Someone at some point broke off the bolt that goes into that little hole there, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I might have to weld like a bolt there so it's up, so it's a bolt that we put a nut on instead of being a bolt going down into the floor. We'll see. I might do that, we might not. I gotta see how those new seats are going to line up with the bolt holes and stuff. This one, the way the rear is mounted, I believe the old seats were mounted to the top of this, the reel for the seat belts, and it bolts to the floor there. So with these new seats, I gotta see how their rear brackets line up. I might have to fiddle around there to make that work. But we will go grab one of the seats, probably the passenger side, because it doesn't have the steering wheel in the way, so we'll probably start on the passenger side, get it figured out over there. Alright, so I figured I might as well use one of the 3 measuring tapes I found in this car when I was cleaning it. Alright, so I threw the passenger seat up on the hood of the car so I could get an idea of what I have working with here. That might not work that well. Definitely gonna have to take this off. Okay, so pretty much none of these are actually going to line up great. So that one's inboard as well. So yeah, we're going to be playing around here. Have to think about that one. Let's first get a grinder and cut that off. I think I'm going to place it in the car and see how bad this is, or how far off it is. Alright, so nothing's really lining up. This rear bracket is up against the body there, or the rail, and keeping me away from getting my front one hole. And I don't think I'm going to get on that stud, or bolt, whatever stud there, with that in the way as well. And I got crud on the corner of the seat. Lovely. Alright, well, we will take it out, probably cut that off, and see if that helps. Okay, so I can kind of get that one lined up, but that's about it at the moment. Now this is as far back as the seat goes, so that gives us plenty of room to maneuver, but the way that seatbelt thing goes in, I'm not sure how I'm going to make that work. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a bolt in that front, and then we'll see if we can't slide it forward and figure it out. The other side is an issue as well because it's not lining up remotely at all. Let's see if I can get a shot of it. Yeah, it's quite a ways off. I don't know if you can kind of see there. I don't know. We will put a bolt in the one hole and then we'll see what we can figure out. Realistically, this seat might never fit, but it was like, I don't know, $30 for each at pickup holes, so not a big loss if I can't make them work. But I think I'm going to try to cut this off some more, see if I can get it to sit on top of the seatbelt reel. Because even if I can just bolt in like a couple of spots, then at least they're in. Alright, so I have the bolt in the front foot, got the seat pushed all the way forward, and it is sitting on the seatbelt reel. So I just need to make an addition of piece of metal here, so it can line up with that, and I can have a hole for it to bolt to there, and possibly cut that foot off and bolt it to the floor and then weld a piece in between, or make a piece that goes between the foot and the floor. I don't know, something like that. Because then I'll have 3 spots, and that should be plenty to hold that seat in place. So you guys might have recognized this. This is the stuff I use to make the seat mounts in the Ranchero for those other seats. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to cut a little piece off of this, just one of these circle pieces maybe, and then put it on here, so I'll have a little hole there to, weld it in place. So first we'll just cut a little chunk of this off. Still hot. Alright, well that's cutting that. I'm going to cut this, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt it to the floor, and then maybe use a piece of the other one from here to bridge the distance or something, but we're going to just cut the foot part off of this one. So, if I did that right, this should land on the first hole. I can put the bolt through it, and this should land on the reel, that little bolt that sticks up from the reel for the seatbelt. And it doesn't look like I did any damage to the seat. So, after some fighting, I got the bolt in up front there. I got the nut on here. Problem was, I had to put some spacers under here, because if I didn't, the seat wouldn't slide all the way back. And if it doesn't slide all the way back, I can't, well, there's not a lot of leg room it's awfully close to the front if I don't have the ability to slide all the way back. So now I gotta do that. So I'm gonna cut a piece of metal, probably just a piece of that square stuff I have over there, take a piece of it, stuff it in here, and weld it. And yeah, then this side will be done. And hopefully I don't set the car on fire. Alright, so there we go. A little bit of square tube right in there. It's not exactly pretty, but it should be plenty strong and definitely do the trick. And I don't know if I can do this one-handed. It slides back. And no, I think that should be enough leg room. Let me hang on a second. Well, it's not bad. Might be a tad up high. You can always lean it back a little. But that's my legs almost completely flat and straight. It gets there. So it's not great. Could be a little further back. But I think this is going to have to do for now. Yep. So there we go. That's the passenger side done. Now I got to do the driver's side, which is going to be just as much fun. So there's the driver's one in. Pretty much the same thing. Although I did put in that little post. I don't think I showed you guys that. So I just took a bolt, cut the head off, and welded it to the floor. So we got that there, little nut on it. And then same deal here. Put that little, added that little piece of metal, hole in it to make it so that I can sit on the post there. And if you can see under there is the same idea. Cut the bracket, added a piece of the square tube stuff, and welded it all together. It's not bad for me. Anyone taller than me is probably going to be a little cramped, but for me it's about right with it all pushed back. These seats weren't quite as adjustable as I was hoping, but they're in. I think they look better than the other seats that were in here, those black ones. I think they suit the car just a little bit better. Like I said, these are not the final seats for this car. These are just so I can drive it around for the next little while until I actually get around to really working on this car. I'm not sure I'm going to do anything else today. It's getting a little late. Alright, so we interrupt this episode to let you guys know how to enter to win the Milwaukee M12 Fuel high-speed ratchets. Like in the last video, this video would let you know how to actually enter to win these. These are the Milwaukee M12 high-speed ratchets. There's a 3/8 one and a 1/4 inch one. This is not sponsored by Milwaukee. I won a pair of these, same basic ones, from the Boss Garage back in the springtime, I think, when they did their online car show. Then I ended up getting another set as a gift, and well, I don't need it, so I'm going to give them away. Don't tell the wife this. I don't think she knows I'm doing this. But anyways, so we're going to give them away. One person's going to win the 3/8, one person's going to win the 1/4 inch drive. And to enter, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment down below before December 24th, so Christmas Eve 2021. Then Christmas Day or the day after, Boxing Day or whatever, I'm going to go on and I'm going to pick out 2 names. I'm going to make a video announcing those 2 names, and we'll get the contact information from those people, and I'll get them shipped out to them. You get the ratchet, 2 batteries, a charger, and a bag to carry them around in. Like I said, there's one that's a 1/4 inch drive, one's the 3/8 drive. Please, like I said, just subscribe, like this video, and comment down below, and you'll be entered to win. And get back to the video. Alright, so I guess that'll be it for this episode of Just the Gearhead. Got the seats in the car. They look okay. They feel okay. They'll be fine for me for at least the near future, until we get around to actually doing the interior completely. But anyways, please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys want merchandise, please check out the link in the description to my Redbubble page. And if everybody who has liked, commented, and subscribed in the past, I thank you very much. It's deeply appreciated. If you have bought merchandise in the past, it all goes into the projects that you see on the show. So yeah, thank you again, and we'll see you next time.